Namaste. Welcome and thank you for your presence. This yoga class will be about serenity. Now, serenity is found by putting our everyday cares and concerns into a wider perspective, remembering how brief our life is compared to the vastness of time, and how small it is compared to the whole of the cosmos. Now, serenity is established by simply being your authentic self with full awareness and calm acceptance of who you are. When strong emotions rock our mental state like waves on the ocean, disturbing our sense of peace and serenity, remember this too shall pass. Being present and accepting your feelings and experiences will increase your serenity because your awareness is deeper than the surface emotions. In fact, your true essence is what's known as Sat Chitananda, truth, consciousness, and bliss. Stay connected to your bliss, and you'll always know serenity. The pranayama I would recommend for serenity is called Brahmari. That's the bumblebee breath. And the humming of the bees represents the sacred sound of vibration of the Matriki Shakti, the little mothers of mantra, and the deep roots of sound vibration. There is a mystical connection in the beehive of the heart and the humming at the crown of the head. The chakras spin, and the humming is the sacred sound of awakening. So lightly closing the lips, sit up straight, roll the shoulders back, and inhale. And as you're exhaling, you're making this soft humming sound that vibrates into the mouth and up through the head into the skull. And these chakras are spinning, humming to the sacred sound of awakening. Do a few more breaths, just visualizing those happy bees coming out in the spring to gather their nectar, flitting from flower to flower. And one more complete breath of Brahmari. All right. Now, in addition to Brahmari, we have the mudra Shanmukti. Shanmukti is a mudra which helps us practice pratyahara, which is withdrawal of the senses. So when things are going crazy and we're reacting to everything that's happening around us, we have to be able to redirect our sense of awareness back internally to find that calm, to find that serenity and bliss within our nature. So this mudra, I have to take off my glasses to do this, involves closing the 6 gates, so the ears, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And do that with the fingers, but watch and listen before you try it. When you close the ears, you're just pressing the ear flaps in. And then the eyes close by pinning the eyelids down with the second finger. Third fingers close the nostrils, and fourth and fifth fingers shut the lips. Alright, now when you're ready to try that, do it and repeat that Brahmari breath with the gates closed, and hear how that humming vibration changes in your skull. Okay, so closing the 6 gates and humming. Please release the mudra, open the gates back up, and start moving a little bit by coming up to stand and starting to embody this serenity. We'll hold some of the poses longer to have a chance to sense serenity, ease. Start with some graceful movements that'll help us loosen up the muscles. Starting with feet pretty comfortably wide apart, hip distance or wider. And then just resting the arms at your side, turn the palms forward. Inhale up through the arm bones, rolling the shoulders back. And exhale, rooting down through the legs and feet. Feeling strong and stable. While also breathing easily, calmly, and serenely. And start to circle the head, taking the nose and making a circle like a minute hand of a clock, going up to 12 on the inhale and around slowly down to 6 o'clock at the end of the exhale. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Just take complete breaths. So you have time to feel each part of that movement. There's no rush. When you're ready, you can change the direction of the rotation. Finishing one breath before beginning the next. Head still and bring the hands up to touch the shoulders. Begin to circle the elbows, lifting up on the inhale and behind and down on the exhale. And one more nice, complete revolution. And then letting your arms come down to rest. Next we'll swing the arms, twisting side to side. Now, bring the hands to hold on to the hips and begin to circle the hips. Inhale as you arch back, and exhale as you round forward. Now, when you're ready, change directions. Turn the hips the opposite way. Inhaling, arch back, and exhaling, tuck the tailbone forward. Okay. Now, come back to stillness. Withdraw to your inner calm, serenity, and bliss. Now begin half sun salute while chanting the mantra, Vajra Guru mantra, the mantra to honor Guru Rinpoche, the Tibetan saint that brought Buddhism from India to Tibet. On the inhale, sweep the arms up. Om. Ah, hands to the third eye. Hum, bow head to the heart. Vajra, sweep up. Indestructible. X. Padme. Guru. Padme. Siddhe. Hum. Fold forward. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Om, ah, hum, hands to the heart. Inhale, Vajra, Guru, Padme, Siddhe, hum, folding forward. Inhale, reach up. Om, ah, hum. Vajra, Guru, Padme, Siddhe, hum. Once again, let's sweep up. Om, ah, hum. Vajra, Guru, Padme, Siddhe, hum. Okay. Excuse me 1 second. Quickly cancel that. All right. Now you can come down to a prone position, laying flat. Taking the arms, head, full prostration. Honoring the supreme, the divine herdsman. I bow to the divine herdsman who is supreme bliss. And the mantra is Pranamata Govindam Paramandanam. Pranamata Govindam Paramandanam. Pranamata Govinda Paramandanam. Slide the elbows back into Sphinx pose. And then just rock the heels from side to side, turning the hips, turning the head, whatever feels right to loosen the back and hips. And slide the hands closer under the shoulders or behind to curl the chest up into cobra pose. Okay, squeeze the buttocks, lengthen the neck. Deepen the breath. Practice the pose at a comfortable level that you can attain that calm, and serene, and blissful state. Now release, come down and rest. Without any particular rush, push up to table pose. Spread the fingers, widen the knees, hip distance, curl the toes under as you lift up and begin walking the legs, straightening one and then the opposite. Just walking the dog as we awaken the hips. Breathing as you hold down dog. So there's a natural flow and movement. It's easeful. And lower the knees. Let's come down to child's pose. And press the hips back to the heels and bow the head down. Withdrawing the senses to look inward at your essential nature, truth, consciousness, and bliss. Now start to walk the hands to the right. And press back through the left hip, stretching along the left side of the waist and ribs. Breathe into that left side of the lungs. And switch sides when you're ready. Just walk the hands over to the left side. And breathe along the right side of the waist and the ribs. You can even claw a little bit with the right fingertips to add stretch along the right side of the arm and arm pit. So. Now walk the hands into the center, lift up the hips, and twisting in the child's pose, thread the right arm under the left and tuck the right shoulder under, twisting the shoulders, pressing down with the outside of that right arm to help leverage the twist. Very gently stretching the outside and back of the neck and shoulder. And slowly lift up. Release, inhaling up to table. When you're ready, thread the left arm under the right. Tuck the left shoulder under. And press down through the outside of that left arm. Draw the arm bones deep into the shoulder sockets. The shoulder blades integrate into the back of the ribs. And calmly breathe. Inhaling complete breaths. And exhaling complete breaths. And on the Next inhale, lift the left shoulder up. Back to table pose. All right. Now, wide-kneed child's pose. Separate the knees as wide as your mat, or go wider by turning to the side. And keep the big toes together, touching. All right. So you can sit back to the heels, roll the shoulders back, and then gradually walk the fingertips forward, pausing wherever you're inhaling to re-lengthen the neck and spine, and then lowering perhaps to elbows on the exhale. And find a comfortable place that you can hold the pose, calmly breathing, mind's serene. And breath deep and even. Another variation we can try is the twisting wide-knee child pose. So lift up the shoulders, thread the right arm under the left, bend the right elbow, and then clasp the hands together and press down through that right elbow to twist the left side. This will increase the stretch in that right inner thigh. So keep that muscle engaged, hug the muscle to the bone. And let's switch to the next side. Come back up with hands. And then thread that left arm under, bend the elbow, and clasp the hands together. And pressing the palms together, pull the shoulder blades into the back, the navel into the spine. And as those stretches get more intense, breathe more deeply. And maintain your serenity. Now release up to straight back and bring the knees back together. All right. Let's come up to table pose. And touching the knees together, circle the hips. Inhale towards the front of the mat and exhale as you press towards the rear. Maybe start with small circles that you can feel comfortable doing or increase over time. When you're ready now, change the direction and circle the opposite way. Come back to the center and flex and extend. On the inhale, look up, arching the back, lifting the sitting bones. And on the exhale, look down, extend the tailbone down to the mat, lengthening the neck. And arch up on the inhale. And round down on the exhale. All right. The next stretch is low lunge. Step the right foot forward, left knee back. And press down through the legs so you can lift the hands, come up to the right knee. And reestablish your connection to your inner bliss. And when you're ready, lift the arms in Anjaneyasana. Inhale, spreading the fingertips. And exhale, rooting down through the core to connect with the earth. Inhale to the sky. Exhale deep into the earth. Bring the hands down. Left fingertips to the mat. Windmill the right arm back up so you're twisting to the right. Make the pose sustainable by breathing into every part of your body. Now bring the right hand down. And begin to straighten the right knee. You may need to walk your right foot forward a few inches. Then lift up the right toes. Inhale, lift up, out and over the hips. With your exhale, then straighten the knee more. Tuck in the tummy, folding forward. And keep it sustainable by breathing constant, complete breaths. Keep it easeful and serene. So this is a pleasure, not torture. You want it to continue, not to end. All right. Let's bend the right knee. And now pivot with the back knee. I'm going to bring that right foot in closer again. So now the left knee is turned to the left side of the mat. Bring the right elbow to rest on top of the right knee. And reach up with the left arm. Bring it up and over the left ear. Maintain that strength of the core muscles and the inner thighs, drawing in and lifting up. Open the shoulders. Try and look up. If you like, try and reach down with the right fingertips touching the mat. And using that leverage between the back of the right arm and the inside of the right leg to add more opening in the chest, more lengthening of the delicious breath. All right, come down with the hands and step the right foot back. Bring the left foot through to the front. Left foot forward, right knee back, and then press down through the legs. Lift the hands and relax as you regain this orientation of your spatial, where you're occupying space with your body. And reestablish that strong connection to the earth with muscular energy in the thighs, the pelvis, and the abdomen. Having that stability makes it relaxing, easeful to lift the arms, to lengthen the neck, and deepen the breath. Inhale, the fingertips reaching to the sky. And exhale, the legs rooting you deep into the earth. Now lower the hands down, the right fingertips to the mat, then sweep the left arm up, turn to that left side. Inhale to make any minor adjustments to your alignment, making the pose more comfortable and easeful. And exhale to relish, taste, and savor the sensation and the experience you create as you stay connected to your inner bliss. And lower the left hand down and begin to straighten the left knee. Now adjust the distance, lift up the toes, lift up the back, and whatever you need to do to realign, readjust, and then ease your way gradually deeper over the left hip. The exhalation, straightening the knee a little more. Knowing you can always bend that knee to find a more easeful situation. You can always put hands up on the blocks. And not to rush, because the more enjoyable the pose is, the more you'll want to practice again and again. And taste that sweet bliss, serenity. All right. And rebend the left knee. I think we'll flow it past that. And pivot the right knee, turn that to the right side of the mat. Bring the left elbow up where it rests on the left knee. Then reach up and forward with the right arm. Okay. Maintain that muscular energy in the inner thighs, where you're neither lifting back or dropping, collapsing down, but there's a dynamic equilibrium between the two legs, drawing in towards the midline. And find a situation that is comfortable to breathe, to deepen your awareness to the deepest parts of yourself. Satchitananda. Now let's bring the hands down. Alright. Now, let's come back to table pose. And then, when you're ready, lift into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Making the pose sustainable by relaxing the shoulders and knees on the inhale, and then strengthening and lengthening on the exhale. So even in this challenging pose, you can establish and maintain a serene, calm, and even breath. And this too shall pass. We'll walk forward to the hands. Bend the knees and roll the back up. Great. Now turn, face the side, take a wide stance. Bend the knees, fold halfway forward. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen the neck and spine. And the exhale, fold deeper, hands to the mat. Inhale, soften the knees as much as you need to, bending them. And with the exhale, try and straighten the knees, fold a little farther. And stay with your breath, easeful, calm. All right. Now, walk the hands to the right, pivot the right foot towards the end of the mat, and bend the right knee. Keep walking the hands diagonally away, and bow forward. And one more exhale, stretching. And then lift up, walk the hands over to the left foot. Pivot the right toes in, turn the left toes out. Then stretch away. Inhale, lifting the armpits and widening the shoulders, neck, back of the neck. On the exhale, lifting through the navel, toning the inner thighs. There, stretching the back. Okay, and walk the hands back to the right side, turn the left toes, pivot that left foot to the side edge, and turn the right toes out to the end of the mat. Now bring the right elbow up on top of the right knee, to side angle pose. The left arm lifts up and forward over the left ear. Tuck the right shoulder under, pull the left armpit back, then look up. Keeping the head from collapsing down, the left ear lift up towards that left arm. And use the breath to stay easeful in the pose. If it's comfortable for you to do it, you can try bringing the right fingertips down to the mat. Good, and lift all the way up. And turn the feet. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out, and bend the left knee so the left elbow will rest on that left knee. Parshvakonasana, or side angle. And breathe along that right side of the body. Keep it broad. Deep, complete breaths. And you might find that there's a possibility of touching down with the left hand. And using that leverage again of the outside of that left arm against the inner left leg to help you open the chest. Great. Now inhale, lift all the way up and pivot the feet again. Turn the left toes to the side, the right toes to the end. And from here, I'm going to actually turn the left toes also in this direction that we're facing for pyramid pose. All right, so sliding over the right hip, the hands down the right shin, or fingertips to the floor. Inhale, soften the knee, lengthen the neck. And with your exhale, fold, tighten the tummy, squeeze the kneecap. Bring the left hand under the left shoulder for a revolve triangle, and draw that right fingertips up that left arm, across the chest, and then out from the right shoulder. So we're rotating from the chest. Hard to stay serene in revolve triangle, but do your best, breathing there. And release down. That too shall pass. Good. Pivot the feet. Walk the hands over to the left side. All right. Now turn the hips also facing the direction of the left leg, and begin to fold over the left hip. Sliding the hands down, breath by breath, into our pyramid, Parshvottanasana. Inhale, softening the knees and realigning the shoulders and neck, so that when you're exhaling, you'll have the optimal alignment. With revolve triangle, right hand stays down, left arm opens up to that side, twisting to the left. And lower the left hand, come down, and back to the middle. We'll lift up to a straight back. All right. Here we didn't do it. We're going to come down to prone position once more onto the stomach. And take a little break in crocodile pose. Fold the forearms stacked in front of you. Let your forehead rest there on the back of the wrist. Letting your eyes close to focus inwardly where your body's feeling the breath. Imagining that you're breathing into every nook and cranny, and breathing as though your whole body breathes. Pranamata Govindam Paramanadam Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Right. push up to table pose. And transition to pigeon with the right knee forward. Right knee behind the right wrist. And the right shin at a diagonal here in front of you. And walk the left knee back, so there's some stretch in the hips, but there's also engagement through the pelvic floor, the lower abdomen. So coming forward to rest on the elbows and forearms, or deeper, head to the hands. Pranamata Govindam Paramananam. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Start to lift back up to table pose, or walk out the knees, some walking the dog, and then bring the left knee forward so you're in pigeon, Pada Raja Kapotasana. Walk the right knee back and tone inner thighs, hug the legs to the midline, lift through the tummy, and rest on the forearms as you calmly deepen the pose at your own pace. Pranavamata Govindam Paramanandam. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Next, come up to seated position, and it may make it more comfortable to be on a blanket with some of these seated poses. I know it does for me. So we're going to begin with a seated twist. Lift up the left knee and draw the right heel back towards the left hip and buttocks. Sit up and draw the lower back in. Now, option would be, if you wanted, crossing that left ankle outside the right knee. And wrap the right arm around the knee and begin to twist to the left. And press the left fingertips down and lift up through the lower back. Begin to turn and look over the left shoulder. And just find a comfortable position for your head and neck. So you're in no rush to move to the next side, but just enjoy this experience. And now unwinding, switch the legs, lift up the right knee, and pull the left heel underneath, back towards the right buttocks. Sit up tall, either with the ankle inside or the outside of the left knee. Hook the left elbow around the right knee And inhale to your full height. And exhale, beginning the twist from the navel. Taking deep, calm breaths, accepting wherever you are in the pose. Okay, now you can unwind. Take the legs to a wide angle. Spiral the inner thighs down. Lift up through the chest. Lengthen the back. With your exhale, begin to walk the fingertips forward. Bow. Re-extending the legs, the spine on the inhale. And contracting from the core on the exhale. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Right, and start to release and lift all the way up straight. Bring the knees up and coming to our Gomukhasana, cow face pose, in honor of the shepherd, the divine herdsman. First start with the left knee on top of the right knee. And then sitting back, maybe to a blanket, where the knees can stay stacked, left over right. And there's a tendency for the ankles to sickle, but strengthen the shin muscles, the ankle muscles, so the ankles are straight, you're sitting up tall. And this is a lot of stretch in the hips. And I'm going to add on to that a little bit with the shoulders. Bring the right arm up. Bend the elbow so that right hand drops behind the shoulder blades. Take the left arm from underneath to reach up and bind the fingers if possible. Drawing the shoulder blades into the back, straightening the neck and spine. Breathing calm, serene breaths. If you were really open in the hips and wanted to fold forward, you could add a deeper stretch that way. And be careful you're not rounding your back or bending the chin down to the throat. All right. Enough. Releasing, come up, uncross, and switch sides. So now, the right knee stacks on top of the left knee. I need to usually come forward a little bit to get the knees really in a nice nest together. And keep squeezing in with muscular energy towards the center. Keep the ankles strong. And lift up the heart, roll the shoulders back. If you like, bind the arms, bringing the left arm up on top now. Press the head back against that arm so it's not forcing the chin down to the chest. So keep the head back now if possible. Maybe not. Try and wiggle. Oops. The arms till they touch. Sometimes I have to start with the bottom arm. Get that one in position. Yeah, now it's better. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Alright, I'll release this side now as well. Shake it out and recline onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest and have fun. Roll around if you want, side to side, circles, back and forth, whatever feels nice, relaxing. Alright. And then swing the legs up and over the head into plow. And start to roll down, bend the knees to the chest, hold on to the ankles or feet, and come to happy baby. Ananda Balasana. Connecting to your inner bliss with calm breaths, serene mind. And let the feet come down to rest. The knees bent. Widen the feet to the width of the mat. And windshield wiper the knees to the right. Your arms can be like cactus arms, turning the head to the left. And if you're ready, change sides, windshield wiper the knees to the left. And turn your head to the right. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Bring the knees up once more, arms down by your side, the palms open, and then open the knees apart like a book and the soles of the feet touching. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back. Let your breath ease any tension out of the hips. And trustfully open to gravity. Softening resistance. melting away tension. And then prepare for Shavasana by extending the legs out straight or covering yourself with additional sweaters and blankets. As you're comfortably arranging yourself into corpse pose, where you can rest, relax, and be peacefully still. Take as much time as you need to let your body quiet down, rest, and let go of the need to move. And let your mind come to rest also within the awareness of breath in the nostrils. Pratyahara means withdrawal of the senses from the external world to focus on the inner landscape. It is a homecoming in a spiritual sense. The Bhagavad Gita says one who completely withdraws the senses from their objects, as a tortoise withdraws its limbs into its shell, his wisdom stands firm. Like a turtle drawing its head and limbs into its home, you withdraw from the objects of your senses and from the entangled places of your mind. The breath and the mind are best friends. The scriptures describe the breath as the queen bee, while the forces of the body, senses, and mind are portrayed as the breath's worker bees. Wherever the queen bee sits, the workers gather around her. When she flies, they fly with her. Thus, wherever your breath is, that's where your mind will be. Awareness of your breath creates awareness of the flow of vitality, prana, within you. With the aid of the breath, the mind can visit all the nooks and crannies of your being. And when the breath and mind are united in this way, all the other forces of your body immediately become active, full of joy and delight. Breath awareness is the true source of relaxation. Now, bringing your awareness now to the center of your forehead. Inhale and exhale at the center of the forehead. Inhale at the center of the forehead and exhale at the center of the forehead. Once more, inhale at the center of the forehead and exhale at the center of the forehead. Inhale at the third eye between the eyebrows. Exhale at the third eye. Inhale at the tip of the nostrils. And exhale at the tip of the nostrils. Inhale at the hollow of the throat. And exhale at the hollow of the throat. Inhale at the heart center. And exhale at the heart center. Inhale at the navel center. And exhale at the navel center. Inhale at the sacral center. Exhale at the sacral center. Inhale at the root center, the base of the spine. And exhale at the root center. Once more, inhale at the root center. And exhale at the root center. Inhale at the sacral center. And exhale at the sacral center. Inhale at the navel center. And exhale at the navel center. Inhale at the heart center. And exhale at the heart center. Inhale at the throat center. And exhale at the throat center. Inhale at the tip of the nostrils. Exhale at the tip of the nostrils. Inhale at the third eye between the eyebrows. And exhale at the third eye. Inhale at the center of the forehead. And exhale at the center of the forehead. Inhale at the crown of the head. And exhale at the crown of the head. Again, to inhale at the crown. Exhale at the crown. And once more, inhale at the crown of the head. Exhaling at the crown of the head. And now breathing everywhere at once. Breathe as though your whole body breathes. Every cell expanding on the inhale, contracting on the exhale. Om Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Pranamata Govindam Paramanandam. Now please start to deepen your breath and reawaken the muscles, movements in your body. And start to bend the knees and roll to the right. Reawaken your consciousness to the space around you. And then return to an upright seated position. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, the nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. Stay calm and serene, regardless of what life throws at you. I bow to your serenity. Namaste.